I'm Matt Whitney. Next on News 6 at 6, they say it started at a nightclub and ended with gunfire on the Stevenson. Tonight, where is the gunman? Foreclosure gets ugly, see who left this home trashed, and the sweet scent of White Castle? That's when you join Nicole and I next at 6.
Now, this is News 6 at 6 in high definition.
Our top story at 6, a fight that began in a Chicago bar ended in gunfire early this morning on the Stevenson Expressway. One man is dead, another in critical condition, and the gunman, police say, is still on the loose. Good evening, I'm Nicole Marks.
And I'm Matt Whitney. Thank you for joining us. Police are counting on security cameras both at the bar and on the expressway to help track down the shooter. News 6's Natalie Martinez is live for us tonight with an update. Natalie?
Well, good evening. Yes, one passenger is dead. The driver of the vehicle is in critical condition. Video from that club that we showed you there might help them in their investigation. We're live at Mount Sinai. Natalie Martinez.
Natalie, thank you.
A suburban man is out on bond tonight after trashing his own house. Police say the homeowner was facing eviction and decided to steal everything, including the kitchen sink, before the bank moved in. News 6's Alex Perez has more.
51-year-old Calvin Townsend was so angry his sprawling... Townsend has been released and is due back in court May 19th. Reporting from Homewood, Alex Perez.
In 2008, Townsend was charged in a federal investigation in accusing him of mortgage fraud.
Illinois Senate President John Cullerton turns in the state-owned SUV his son was driving during his DUI arrest. 26-year-old Garrett Cullerton was driving the Ford Escape last month in Chicago when he was pulled over. John Cullerton says he wanted to get rid of some of the state-owned vehicles. He also changed the rules about taxpayer-funded cars, which are no longer allowed at private homes.
Politicians celebrate the merger between United Airlines and Continental. Mayor Daley, along with Governor Quinn, met with CEOs of both airlines today. They say the merger will not mean automatic fare hikes. The mayor hopes the deal will help finish the expansion of O'Hare.
Well, we're negotiating everything. You need runways, you need modernization, technology, you need environmentally friendly airports, and that's what you have to do. Otherwise, they become a detriment to the community. And so far, the community there has really tagged onto it because of the economy.
Now, the new airline will use United's name and Continental's logo. The merger should be complete by the end of the year.
Now, the number one complaint for travelers is not fare prices. Consumer Reports say several thousand people report the most frustrating part of traveling, and all those extra baggage fees rank number one, followed closely by airline ticket prices. Rude or unhelpful employees came in third place.
There's much more ahead here on our News at 6. Who's buying more wine? You may be surprised at who's pouring a glass or two more often.
Plus, you may love to eat them, but now you can smell them anytime you want. We give you the new cider scented candle, the sniff test, coming up.
And the weather was fantastic today. How long will the weather last and how warm will it get? Your weather forecast is coming up later.
News 6 at 6 continues with Matt Whitney and Nicole Marks. Now, you're watching News 6 at 6 in high definition.
Today, Chicago police took time to honor men and women killed in the line of duty. Superintendent Jody Weiss spoke to families of fellow officers at the ceremony today. Their names were added to the memorial wall at the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge. Weiss said the officers epitomize everything there is great about the Chicago Police Department.
The Cook County Board is debating on whether or not to add more red light cameras around the city. Under proposal, 30 additional red light cameras will be installed at 20 accident-prone intersections. People who blow the lights face a $100 fine. Proponents say the cameras make the intersection safer. Critics say the real goal is to generate cash. In 2009, red light cameras generated $58 million for the city.
It's primary day in Indiana, and Democrats are keeping an eye on the results. Democratic Senator Evan Bayh stunned the political world in February by announcing his retirement. Voters now have a long list of Republican candidates to choose from. The winner will face Democrat Brad Ellsworth in the fall.
Looking for a special Mother's Day gift? Well, how about the sweet scent of grease and onions? We're talking White Castle, but not the way you're probably thinking. We'll have that story next.
And later, one messy roller coaster ride you may just have to try. Later on News 6 at 6.
You're watching News 6 at 6 in high definition.
So who's drinking more wine these days, men or women? Well, the ladies seem to be pouring a glass or two more often. A new survey shows 53% of wine drinkers in the United States are women drinking at least one glass of wine a week. Now that percentage may increase in light of a recent survey on the benefits of red wine. A 13-year study found women who drink moderate amounts of red wine are less likely to have a long-term weight gain.
It's been rolling off the assembly lines for 75 years, the longest any vehicle made here in the U.S. Today, General Motors celebrated the 75th anniversary of the Suburban with a special diamond edition. It has a white diamond paint with cashmere interior, a far cry from the first model back in 1936 when a radio and a heater were considered extras.
Well, you may not know it, but it is National Hamburger Month, and it's always a cause for celebration, at least around here. White Castle is celebrating with a special candle that could be a hit for Mother's Day. News 6's Lauren Jiggets has this very interesting story.
They are known as cravers, fans of White Castle sliders who love the one-of-a-kind taste and smell of those one-handed burgers. But at least one mom thinks it would make a great Mother's Day gift.
Candles are always nice gifts.
Lauren Jiggets.
Now, the $10 candles are available all month long at 85 Chicagoland White Castle locations, and you can also help by walking in the Walk Now for Autism Speaks fundraiser at Soldier Field on Wednesday, May 15th.
White Castle.
I like White Castle, but I'm not sure if I want my whole house smelling like it.
True, but it's all for a special cause, so everyone go out and get one.
Yes, it was absolutely gorgeous outside today.
Yes, it was. And how long will this weather last? Let's get a check of your weather forecast. And the weather is looking great for Mother's Day weekend. The 2010 Tony nominations were announced today, and a production right here in Chicago is up for the biggest award. $1 Million Quartet is nominated for Best Musical. It's the story of one night that brought together some of rock and roll's biggest legends, and it was produced by Chicago's own Gigi Pritzker. $1 Million Quartet has been running in Chicago since 2008. It just transferred to Broadway last month, but you can still get tickets to see it right here, so check it out.
Congrats to them.
Yes, it's a very good show.
Yes, it is. Still ahead here at 6, one very messy roller coaster ride.
Coming up tonight on News 6 at 10.
Coming up tonight on our News at 10, it's something that makes elite athletes stronger and faster. The science is so intriguing that even the U.S. military may someday incorporate it into its training programs, and it all centers on a futuristic pod. Tonight at 10, we explain why these Chicago area residents are getting in and how it could be making them healthier, all just because they're sitting there. The story tonight at 10.
And finally here at 6, proof from England that ice cream and roller coasters, not a good mix. They're screaming so much you're worried someone is going to choke. The challenge is to see how much ice cream you can consume, and as well as a lot of fun, as you can see there.
Look at that guy's face.
Yeah. Always sit in the front seat, never sit in the back, or you'll just have one big mess.
Oh man, that's bad. Well, that's going to do it for us here at 6. Thank you for being with us tonight.
We'll see you right back here again tonight at 10.
Bye-bye.